The most frustrating thing is people come in here with the highest of expectations and they expect their head to explode when they eat the pizza.
I think the key to life is low expectations.
Yeah,
just lower your expectations.
Lower your expectations. It's just dough, sauce, and cheese. I wanted to do my version of Roman style pizza. I grew up on Long Island. I'm a New York kid at heart. When I told Massimiliano, my instructor, that I was going to put buffalo chicken on the pizza, his head kind of exploded, but like it works for me and it's what I like. Yeah.
Today we're on Long Island checking out Rob Cervoni's shop, Taglio Pizza. They serve a Roman style pizza, which you can see here is a square pizza, cheese and sauce on top, cooked in the oven, and then they put toppings on it and serve it by slices. People are raving about this pizza. He's been named one of the top pizza shops in the country. He's been on TV shows on the Food Network, and he's gonna show us around his kitchen, show us how he makes the pizza, and what makes his pizza shop special. And he also gives some advice for people who are looking to get started in the pizza business and how you can actually have a good product and a good business and not have to be at the shop all day long. Rob is a great mentor for people in the pizza shop, and he shows us around how he makes everything in the shop, and I'm excited to share that with you today. So let's get into this episode of Pizzeria Insider.
Because I think people come to try a Roman, they love it, but like I said, New York pizza is undefeated.
They probably don't know you have that, right? Like,
they don't know we have it, and then when they have it, when they taste it, they're like, oh shit, this is really good. And so
the one thing I know you for is we've talked in the past on podcasts is like you use a high quality flour.
Yeah. Like I actually never hide anything, right? So I believe in, if you're going to use a good product, why not put it on display? So as soon as you walk into my place, you see all our flour on display. This is what we use every single day. It's here, and I put my tomatoes right there. So chopped tomatoes, Caputo flour. I'm an Orlando Foods fanboy. It is what it is.
It works for you.
It works for me, yes. Third in the country for slice number 99 in the world. So I'm heating you up. What he's heating you up right now is a mortadella.
Okay.
It's a very, it's just our Roman dough with mortadella inside, little stracciatella and basil. It's my favorite thing on the menu. I make a full tray of it every day, and we have 2 left. So for the dinner rush, we're gonna refill it and do it all over again. So you're gonna eat that. You know?
Was that when you thought of this? Is that like what you had thought of your business model? I was like, all right, we're gonna set up slices. Everybody's gonna come here.
Yeah, I mean, my business model to start was do something different.
Yeah.
And see if it works. It was very much like prove your concept. I wanted to do my version of Roman style pizza.
Yeah.
I grew up on Long Island. I'm a New York kid at heart. So when I told Massimiliano, my instructor, that I was going to put buffalo chicken on the pizza, his head kind of exploded. But like it works for me and it's what I like. Yeah. So I cook what I like, and I like to break the rules of what pizza is traditionally meant to be. Why Long Island has tradition too. We have our slice shops, we have our staples. So I kind of just did that with a better dough and a better vibe. It's all about the vibe. It's all about the experience. This is our par-baked Roman dough. Everything is made from these shells. If you go over here, you can see all our par-baked shells, and we bake them fresh throughout the day. So I don't like to fill this whole rack up because I want everything to be fresh.
Right.
So every morning we bake enough for just the afternoon, and now you come back here, you can see my man Will here.
Oh wow.
He's starting to par-bake for the night rush. Right. So this is an 85% hydration dough, fermented for 48 to 72 hours. That's it. We have our oven in the back here that we bake in. Unfortunately, someone broke the glass.
Oh no.
In this oven, and that's just the name of the game. So I have to call Peter at Piero and get some new glass ship. But
what do they send you? A whole new door, or are they send you just a glass?
No, it's just a piece of. You take this off. Just replace the glass. Unfortunately, something wet or cold got on here, and it happens.
That's part of being in the pizza business, right?
Annoying. Yeah. It's more annoying than it is it's not about the mud, it's just annoying. You know, what were you making for the camera here? You can make it? Yeah, make it. Everything is backwards, right? So we put the sauce on top. I think it looks better, number one. And the cheese will be a barrier. between the hard baked shell and the sauce, so it doesn't squish it, and you know, it just protects it from getting soggy. I use the Hormel Rosa Grande and actually mix it with Izo.
Okay.
So I can't decide which one I like better. I go back and forth, and then finally I was like, you know what? Let's buy 2 cases and 2 cases, mix them all up, and you get what you get.
Yeah.
I want to make the pizza industry better.
I know you do, because you know how I know? Because every time I ask you to do something like a podcast or a video like that, you're like, yeah, sure.
And that's also a little bit of my ego too, wanting to be in front of the camera. I enjoy it. But sometimes I come off very arrogant. Sometimes I come off like an asshole. It's purely out of passion. I really enjoy this business. I want people to be better because that's going to make me better, right?
Yeah.
When I compete, I want to compete against the best.
Yeah.
If I could make all my pizza friends rich somehow via doing what they love to do in pizza, that's the goal, right? The goal is to feed your family at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so many of my pizza friends and so many business owners that I know, they're just getting by.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're passionate about making pizza. We're not passionate about running a business.
Yeah.
My whole focus has been, since I opened, was making the best possible pizza. Now, my focus is I want to expand and I want to run the best possible business.
Yeah.
The problem with that is now you're not the best pizza anymore. It's a very fine line. So you have to be okay with, okay, maybe there's some guy, you know, who's making the best possible pizza, but he's in his pizzeria 7 days a week, open to close, and he has no life, but he's got the best pizza in the world. There's got to be a middle ground. I like to spend time with my family. I like to have the best pizza, but unfortunately, you can't have the best pizza and you can't have the best business. So you got to choose one. I'm kind of trying to aim right down the middle and have a good pizza, best I can be, while running an amazing business.
You start off with having the best pizza, but then once you step out of the business, the people you have working with you generally don't care as much as you do, so the quality takes a step down.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I don't care who you are. I don't care who works for you, what they're doing. They're never going to care the way you care.
Unless they have skin in the game.
Correct. The most frustrating thing is people come in here with the highest of expectations, and they expect their head to explode when they eat the pizza. And at the end of the day, it's grande cheese. It's a good tomato, it's a great flour, it's fermented properly. There's only so much you can do.
Right.
When you talk about the top pizzerias in the United States, because I want to compare myself to the United States, if you lined up all the slices next to each other and you tasted them, you're splitting hairs. We're all doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we have different flour variations, but at the end of the day, we're all using grande cheese. Right? We're all using pecorino. We're all using basil. We're all using tomatoes, but some are using one tomato or another. Right? But what's the thing that matters the most? The flour combo, right? Because some use expensive flour and different flour. But the biggest thing is your dough process.
Yeah.
So some people are doing foolish. Some people are doing vegas. Some people are doing direct. I think that's where the variation you'll see.
Definitely.
Right? So I do a biga. Whereas like the top New York places, like a Lindustry, like a Mama's Too, they're doing foolish, right? Why am I different? Because I like the way biga is better.
Yeah.
But part of me sometimes says, well, maybe I should be doing a foolish because they're constantly ranked some of the best pizza in the world. Maybe do that. But I say, you know what? I make the pizza I like to make. I want to put a sign on the door that says lower your expectations. Because there's nothing better than someone coming in off the train station that has never even heard of us. They live in Manhattan. They have no idea. They come in here because they're just starving. They want a quick slice. They sit down, they eat a slice, they get up, they're like, yo, that was some of the best pizza I ever had. That's where I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. Because when you come in, I can never live up to your expectations.
Yeah, I think the key to life is low expectations.
Yeah.
Because think about like a movie you've ever gone to, like if this movie's, I do not want to be here, like, that was the greatest movie ever.
Yes.
Or you go in and like, this movie's going to be the best. And it ends up sucking.
Yeah.
Same with food.
Yeah.
Same with like anything. So everybody watching this right now, just lower your expectations.
Lower your expectations. It's just dough, sauce, and cheese. We're all doing the same thing. It's, it is what it is.
Rob, thank you so much for having me. Where can people go follow you online?
At Rob Cervoni, at Taglio Pizza, I'm everywhere.
If you're in Long Island, stop by. This is a great
Long Island,
place.
stop by Mineola. I'm opening up my second location in Massapequa Park.
Also, if you are coming here, unlike most New York places, parking right out front.
Parking right up front, metered parking. Take the train right in.
I went to Rotsa the other day. I had to circle around for 30 minutes.
That's what happens, man. That's the curse of New York, bro.
But thank you, man. I appreciate you having me. This is great.
Nice to see you, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Pizzeria Insider Series here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment below. As usual, I hang out in the comments after these videos come out because I really want to hang out with you guys. Let me know where you're watching this from, and let me know the name of your pizza shop. If you have one, we'll give you a follow. And if you are interested in being on a future video of the Pizzeria Insider Series here on YouTube, let me know. Thank you so much. See you next time.